What's happening? Welcome straight into it, baby. This is my first ever YouTube video ever on YouTube, and to think that I started this channel last year, but I couldn't really like shoot content because boring night, but finally, my loves, we are here, and I really hope this is the beginning of a great journey together. So basically, the reason why I'm here today is I'm here to talk a little bit more about myself and what's the purpose of this channel, and like before I wrap everything up, like do a little bit of a Q&A, because I asked my Facebook friends to actually like ask me questions that I'm going to be answering on this video. But before I could go anywhere, please like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit that little dangly thing, the notification button, so that every time I post a new video, you are able to get a notification that this gorgeous face, this gorgeous human idea with beautiful hair and great skin, video. Okay, without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. So for those who don't know me, my name is Katleho Marijuana, but I'm known as Trendy M in the streets. I'm a 24-year-old queer black queer man from Mafikeng. I was born and raised in Mafikeng, even though like some part of my life I stayed in Raffontein for like 3 years. So yeah, I was born and raised in Mafikeng. I started my primary schooling at UNGODLY Primary School, where I did my grade 1, 2, 3, and then for my grade 4 I switched schools to Primary School in Raffontein, where I did my grade 4, 5, 6. And then I had to move back to Mafikeng after my mom's passing. That's where I did my grade 7 to my matric or St. Mary's High School. Shout out St. Mary's alumni. What do you do? So yeah, and then from there on I went to study Bachelor of Arts in Communications with the Northwest University, and I also did my honors there in Bachelor of Arts in Communications. Bachelor of Arts, it's actually BA Honors in Communications with Advanced Corporate Com, and I majored in strategic and stakeholder reputation. I majored in advanced marketing, so on and so forth. I'll tutor everything on one of the videos that I'll be doing for one of my segments, where I'll be talking about actually the communication industry from the degrees perspective and from the industry perspective. That's gonna come a little bit later on in one of the videos. So yeah, if somebody would say I should describe myself, I'd say I'm a very loud person, a straight talker. I'm a people's person. I'm forever looking, I like meeting new people, but like new people, but really, gossip. But yeah, I'm an outgoing person. I love having fun. I love my alcohol. This is me. I love my men. I'm just like an all-round like bubbly person. I love socializing. I like going to events. I like networking because I'm also a creative. It's very important as a creative to always like have a network of people that are gonna plug you, or that you're gonna collaborate with them in the near future. So yeah, I'd say that I'm a creative. I'm innovative. I don't think I actually have the same brain as other people, because if you guys knew what goes on, what I'm always thinking about in this huge head of mine, you'll be shocked. Yeah, man, I'm a people's person. I like to believe that I'm kind, I'm easygoing, very humorous. I'm into dark humor. Like sometimes I find myself laughing at the most serious things, guys, and I think it's a bad habit. But like it's something that I use, to escape my traumas. It's something that I use to escape my traumas and like keep my mental health in check. So yeah, and then yeah, I'm very huge when it comes to queer rights, you know, your gay rights, lesbian, bisexual, and trans rights. And those who know me will tell you that I'm very vocal about those issues, especially on Facebook or even on Twitter. Where I feel like I need to make a comment or something like that, I do that. I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist, and it's one thing that I love, that I'm a feminist because I was raised by a bunch of beautiful black strong women, who taught me that, you know, I got to stand for what's right. You know, I got to stand for justice. And also, from my experience as a queer person, I feel like I needed to be radical in my sexuality. I needed to own my sexuality in the most radical way, because queer people, ever since the beginning of time, they've been suppressed, they've been erased, they've been told to not speak about their violence, they've been told to not speak about what they believe in and what they stand for. So yeah, I'm very huge on that. And when it comes to spirituality, I'd say, I don't know, man, I'm a person who believes in God, but like not entirely believes in the Bible, because I feel like the Bible is flawed personally. And also, like, I have this love-hate thing with church, because all the churches I've went to, for me, they were very violent spaces for me. Like, I felt suppressed, I felt caged, I felt judged even. So hence why I don't really do church, because most churches are full of hypocrites, are full of people who use the word of God to shame others, to judge others, to beat others with the word of God, to mistreat others as subhuman, but yet they say they stand for somebody who stands for love, for acceptance, and all those things, you know. So that's my relationship that I have with, I say, religion. But like, I do believe in God, I do pray, I also believe in ancestors, because I believe like ancestors are like our guardian angels. You know, when you say, we were often told that we have guardian angels, I literally believe that our ancestors are our guardian angels. So I do believe in that too. Yeah. So the reason for me to actually like decide to start a YouTube channel is because I'm a talker, so I'm always telling stories, and I'm always telling people my life stories, my experiences, the things I've been through. Like, I can literally remember things that happened to me in preschool and in primary and in high school. Well, not 100%, but I'd say I remember a good 90 of the things that happened in my life. So I'm always telling people about my experiences. So people are like, oh my goodness, Kateho, you could actually like start a YouTube channel, you're a great storyteller, you know, oh my goodness. And also, besides my experiences, just enjoy like the things that I like, the things that I'm vocal about on social media, like music, like I said, queer rights and human rights issues, music, pop culture. That's why I decided to start this YouTube channel, so that I could share what I have to say with the world. And I hope that my message, or whatever I say on this channel, is going to be impactful, is going to change somebody else's life, is going to impact somebody positively, you know. So yes, my channel is going to be structured into 3 segments. The first segment is story time. I mean, who doesn't have a good story time? Because I think I have a lot of stories to tell. So story time is my first segment. My second segment is going to be called the commentary corner. So commentary corner, basically what I'll be talking about is, I'll be doing series reviews, I'll be doing music reviews, album reviews, talking, yeah, like unboxing things, if I'm lucky enough to get like brand endorsements, but see a manifesto must get girl. You know, so yeah, just commentary corner has to do with everything pop culture that you can think of, everything creative. That's going to be the commentary corner. And then the last segment of my YouTube channel is going to be called A Seat at the Table. Now this is where I'll be getting really serious. Where I'll be talking about hard-hitting issues, where I'll be talking about things such as homophobia, transphobia, gender politics, phobia, feminism, nature, you know, all these serious topics that require one to actually put on the academic thinking cap and actually be deep, and not fake deep, like deep, and you know, like say all the right things. that's a seat at the table. And of course, I will not be doing all the episodes alone. I'm looking to invite like different people from different walks of life who have in-depth knowledge or who have depth to talk about some of these issues, because like I said, I want my channel to actually be impactful and be able to impact somebody in a very, very positive manner. So with that being said, let me go straight into the Q&A, and I'll try my best to actually like answer questions, you know, truthfully and do justice to them, you know. So alright, let's go straight into the Q&A. The first question reads, what is the one meal you like to have when you're feeling down? I feel like everybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge fan of chicken licken. Like, if you want to make me feel better, please get me chicken licken and possibly like a bottle of wine or a bottle of gin or like any type of alcohol, you know. Then you're good to go. Second question, when it comes to people you associate yourself with being friends or acquaintances, do their looks, financial status determine your relationship with them to an extent of showing them off or being seen with them in public? No. Anybody who knows me or my friends will tell you that I'm one person. I don't like friendships that are based on materialistic things. I don't believe that people should be friends because of a social status or materialistic things. Like, for example, people shouldn't be friends with you because, let's say, you're famous or you're on TV or on radio. Like, friendship needs to start genuinely. Like, can I be friends with you before una radio presenter? Can I just like be friends with you for being you, not because you are a radio presenter or whatnot? Like, I think most of my friendships with people who are popular or who are doing the thing in the game right now, especially in my game, have started from way back and have started genuinely. Like, I swear to God, all of my friends that are doing great things, amazing things in the industry, especially in my game, are people that I met, you know, that I met in jail. Outside of that, like, most of them, they started discovering or harnessing their talents because do you get my point? So really, I can't say nah, those people are not my friends because they are cool. No, they've always been cool, just that now they started like working on their crafts, and then they got more known by other people outside of me, and then now people tend to think that I'm friends with those people because of what they do or what they have. No, I genuinely believe in genuine friendships. My friends would know that. I hate people who form friendships because of materialistic things. And so, I mean, obviously it's not their fault that they have those material things, or they have money, or they have whatever. It's not their fault. But my thing is, friendships that are based on material things or that are based off of they never last. They never really last. Like, I've been in such friendships before, and then they didn't end well, and I end up being the one who's burned or being the one who's hurt because I'm friends with people for who they are, and when they're friends with me because they're pushing some sort of agenda. So I don't really like such friendships, you know. I feel like I'm a sucker for, I don't know how to explain this, genuine relationships, friendships rather. Like, can your friendship start and then you start talking, and then we realize we like each other and we exchange numbers and we start connecting, and then maybe you'll tell me, if you want to tell me, okay, when you're talking, this is what I do. Oh, okay, no, great, you know, stuff like that. But like, for me, it's kind of hard to not be friends with people who are in the creative space, because I'm a creative myself, and I feel like every opportunity, especially at Groove, every opportunity that I get at Groove is an opportunity for me to actually like network, you know, like to grow my network. I'm not saying I want to be friends with those people, but I want them to be like my business partners or like business acquaintances or people I can work with or collaborate with on great projects. So yeah, but like overall, I don't believe in friendships that are based off of materialistic things. Also, I speak really fast, so bear with me. Alright, another question. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear, I'm forever telling people this, my biggest fear is failure. Ever since I was young, I've always been afraid of failure. I've always been afraid of failing or not doing well in whatever I put my mind into it. And also this was fueled by the type of background that I come from. I felt like I needed to win, and I still feel like I need to win for myself, for my loved ones, and I just would need to win for the people in my family who are not alive anymore and who didn't get to like achieve their dreams. I feel like I'm doing that for them, hence why I love this saying that says I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams. Yes. So failure, I feel like if I fail at something, I get so sad. And then the gag of this whole thing called life is you're supposed to fail in order to be great. Nobody said life is going to be perfect, and by that I mean in every sphere of your life. So you have to fail in order to learn. So yeah, that's the sad part about the whole thing. Another question is, what is your hidden talent? I don't know, honestly. I don't wanna lie. I don't even know what's my actual talent. As Katleho, as trendy. Maybe I'd say my talent is speaking, talking, or yeah, you know, like being able to mesmerize people with the way I speak and with what I have to say. But I don't really know. Like I don't know what's my talent. I don't know what's my hidden talent. I'm literally still figuring it out at 24. And yeah, it is what it is. It's just vibes. I feel like my talent will find me when it finds me. After your first degree, have you always wanted to further your studies? And so forth, or is something that I decided at the moment? I've always wanted to do a postgraduate. I think when in my second year, I literally decided that I'm going to do my honors and ultimately do my masters, because if I'm an honors, especially if you're doing studying a degree, an educational degree like a BA degree, I feel like masters or PhD or any postgraduate qualification should be on your book, should be on the books, because you are in an academic field, and in academia having a degree is just like having matric. So you gotta go through. So it's not something that I decided on at the spur of the moment. It's something that I thought about in second year. That, you know what, I'm gonna go for my honors. And then after I got my honors, because I've been applying for jobs, and then, you know, corporate South Africa is a very tight space to break into. I decided to do my masters, but I was gonna do my masters anyway, even if I got a job after my honors. You know, I was gonna do my masters anyway, because it's something that I want to have. Because yeah, I'm a sucker for education. I love education. It has been my saving grace all my life. Another question: what do you study, and it is something that you've always wanted to study? Like I said at the beginning of the video, right now I'm doing my masters in communications, and yeah, it's something that it's something that falls into the industry that I wanted to be in, which is the entertainment and creative industry. Who is your role model and why? Oh my goodness, one of my role models has to be Sylvester Chawike, the founder and CEO of DNA Brand Architects. Like, apart from him being a queer man, a queer black man, he is also a freaking insane brand and marketing maven. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, most of these ads about Flying Fish, Casalaga, Castle Light, and all these other brands that we use on a daily, most of those ads are produced by DNA Brand Architects. So I feel like he's my role model, because he's slowly pushing brands to tell correct narratives, is slowly pushing brands to become more humane conscious, to touch on issues that affect society, and that's great. I feel like that's what I want to do ultimately. Like, I want to be able to produce marketing campaigns or produce ad campaigns that are going to actually tell the accurate narratives of the South African people, especially Black South African queer folk. I feel like that's my headspace right now, and that's one thing that I wanna see myself doing in the next 5 years. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? I feel like the most craziest thing I've ever done was I almost stabbed a hoe with a butter knife back at race because the person was being disrespectful to my homeboy, you know, and I don't like, as much as but I won't go out of my way, you know, just because I would appear to be as cool and likable and stuff like that. No, not in my house. So yeah, I almost stabbed a person with a butter knife. Come at me. Can do stick. Who's that one person who has been your cheerleader and always pushes you to get to the top? Definitely has to be my grandmother. My grandmother literally raised me, you guys. Like, I'm speaking this good English with you because of my grandmother, because of my grandmother's hard work. I'm here today because of my grandmother, because she's the one person who's constantly pushed me and told me that, Katleho, you need to do great, you need to do well at school, you need to go to university, because your mom, your aunts, your uncles, both without getting all those things. So you literally have to be the sacrificial lamb. So my grandmother, I love her to bits. Like, oh, I feel like one day I'll shoot a video about that woman, I don't know, and the whole video I'll just be crying my eyes out. You know, in primary and high school can be so challenging. When you realize that you're actually attracted to guys, how did you deal with that? How did you deal with that at school? And did people make fun of you? Dude, like, people made fun of me for 3 things. Because I was fat, dark skinned, and gay. So you can imagine, it's like a triple thread and all at once. And you know, like 3 things at once, and being packaged as one, in which was homophobia. So how I dealt with that is I had to develop a thick skin quick, which means I needed to come up with something, and then my defense mechanism became swearing. So legit, somebody who says you know, we move. So I started using swearing as my defense mechanism. I needed to be violent because they were violent towards me too. Like, I couldn't just sit and let people disrespect me like that for being gay. I needed to retaliate. So the saddest thing was I had to use violence to actually fight violence. And even right now, I'm truly trying to unlearn that thing when I'm faced with something, not even homophobia, just like arguments that trigger me. I tend to swear at people a lot. So like that whole thing fucked up my emotional intelligence altogether as a child. Hence why like I struggle as an adult, but we live and we learn. Have you ever been confused with sexuality, or did you always know that you were attracted to the same sex? Oh honey, I've always been gay. I've always known that I'm gay. Ever since kindergarten. Literally. I've always known. Just that, you know, like when you know something as a child but you can't put words into it, but like, you know that you're different. I've always known I'm different. Like, I used to have a crush, on my guy friends back in kindergarten, dog. Like, and I used to be so possessive over them. It was so crazy. Like, it was so crazy. I've never been confused. I've always been gay. I've literally always been gay all my life, and hence why I've experienced homophobia from a very young age. Imagine in primary, but you already experienced homophobia. So yeah. How was your first sex experience? It was nice. It was nice, but painful, but nice. You know, pain, pleasure, and pleasure. I mean, guys, it was very awesome. It was nice, and yeah, I was in love with that gent. I'll tell you, I'm gonna shoot a video also about telling this story about this gent, but like it's going to be a story about it's going to be a video rather about homophobia in schools. So then I'll just tell you about this ex of mine, you know, who broke my virginity. So yeah, I feel like that is all, and I hope I answered everybody's questions. If not, I'm so sorry, loves. Nako. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope there's going to be I hope that this is the beginning of many amazing videos and content here on YouTube. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you're able to check it out. For now is